Just right up through my shirt. Okay. Is this good? Just like this? Okay, good. Hi there, my name is Clair Yost, and I am a professional climber of the rocks. Professional rock climber, if you will. I have been climbing the rocks since I was 6 years old. It was just one of those things that came naturally. This chair is very rickety. You should have someone look at this. Yes, I did have a partner, yes. John Wilds. You can actually read this in chapter 72 of my book, Clair Yost Rock Climbing Adventures. There's 125 chapters in my book. Now, in terms of tips and tricks on climbing the rocks, which you could also read about in chapter 72 of my book. Excuse me, this chair is very jiggity. This chair is very jiggity. You need to get a new chair. But in terms of climbing the rocks, rope. And then you got your harness and you step into your harness, right? And then you get down and you put your feet up against the rock like this, all right? And you get your rope and then you just start climbing until you reach the top and you have a beautiful moment. My microphone fell off. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm having some trouble. I'm having a hard time getting it through my shirt. It's rickety. Now when you're up on the rocks, you gotta have yourself one of these. This is a lantern, everybody. Make sure you have one of these in your oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, Clair Yost has just farted. Oh, she's just farted. I've been eating a lot of kale. Oh God. Oh, can I please get a new chair? Oh God. You see, I'm used to being on all these high altitudes, so sometimes if I stand up too fast, I just get really winded, or sometimes I just pass out. Thank you for this chair. You see how much better this is? It's not. There's one method that I used throughout all my years of climbing rocks, the Clair method, which you could find in chapter 72 of my book. This keeps fidgeting. It's fidgeting. Should I be worried about this? You know, I had a dog once. His name was Paolo. Paolo was a Great Dane. Great Danes are an excellent dog. Paolo died of a brain tumor. I took him on one of my rock adventures. This big, beautiful rock. Weather wasn't too harsh. Paolo actually saved my life. He saved my life. I was climbing, I was grabbing things. Grabbing so many things. And I went to reach for one chunk of the rock. And then Paolo just lost his shit. And Paolo turned to me and he said, if you grab that rock, if you grab that piece of that rock, you're gonna die. And I didn't grab that piece of that rock. 5 months later, you see an article in the paper and someone died in that very spot. It had his ashes spread all over that rock. I'm sorry, one moment please. One moment. Okay, I'm better. I love the rocks. You know, me and John Wilds, we haven't spoken in 17 years. You can actually read about it in chapter 72 of my book. So one day, you know, I was out, you know, exploring a little bit, and I found this enormous rock. And I said, John, that's our rock. We gotta climb that rock. He said, Claire, you've lost your goddamn mind. That's what he said to me. And I said, John, you're being a pussy. We gotta get to the top of this rock. And he wouldn't do it. This is what we've been working towards, John. This rock. There's a photograph of it in chapter 72 of my book. He was my soulmate. And that's when I knew I had to climb this rock for myself. This is Clair's rock, as seen in chapter 72 of my book. We haven't spoken since. Would you all like to know why I need these glasses? Rock dust. You gotta protect your eyes when you're up on the rocks. You gotta get used to knowing your flavors. Every rock tastes a little bit different. So what you do, you just take a little piece, of the rock and you'd lick it. And that would tell you what kind of rock you were climbing and what kind of equipment you would need. Like for the dusty rock, you're gonna need goggles. For the wet rock, you might need a little extra protection down here. You don't want to get swampy. And trust me, I've had my days of swampy. It's very uncomfortable. You're not going to want any swamp. But you can read that in chapter 72 of my book. I lost half of my memory due to these rocks. I don't remember most things from my childhood. You know, I got in a rock accident. I was hit in the head by a falling rock. What? I believe that this is all of the time I have today. Oh, I lost my microphone.
Jesus Christ.
I found it. I'm Clair Yost, professional climber of the rocks, and thank you very much for having me today. Can I take this off now? Say it's off. That chair's rickety. You gotta get rid of that chair.